welcome to the Vale Cellar sessions. I'm Ashley Evans. Please welcome your host, Jamie Bullitt-Maguire and David Warren Photography.
Thanks very much, mate. Welcome to the Cellar, Ash. How are we today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm brilliant. Long time no see.
It is, yes.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Getting a new job. Still working on my EP. Mountain biking as well. So
A man could get into
writing a few more songs.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
You know, Bullet Promotions are a massive fan of your work. We're going to start with one of your originals, I believe.
Yeah.
So what's it called?
It's called Here I Am.
Here I Am. Take it away, Mr. Ashley Evans, everybody.
Get me back on my feet. What is the cost? And is it too late? For the curtain is drawn down on me. Before the curtain is drawn down on me. So here I am.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And that was called Here I Am.
Yes.
Okay.
First track off my EP.
First track off your EP, which is currently being made.
Yeah, halfway through.
Excellent,
Yep.
Excellent. So we won't press you for a date just yet.
Please don't.
What is it about? What made you sit down and write Here I Am?
I think it's about wanting to believe in something more than when you die. I'm an atheist, but I think sometimes everyone thinks, oh, I wonder what happens when you pop your clogs. It's just about kind of that question about searching for love as well, and you're ever going to find it. Kind of all bundled into one, really. So.
Yeah. I'm still looking for love at the moment. That's it. Yeah, we're not as lucky as you and the lovely Emma. So you've obviously got it right somewhere.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's superb. So when you're not doing music, what can we find you doing?
Well, I'm a Chelsea fan. Sorry about that. So
yeah, I was going to say that's ouch from the Vale Vault.
Yeah,
not a good weekend for you.
Not a good weekend. No, losing to Palace, but there we go. Got back into mountain biking and just going out, seeing my mates. Spending time with my wife. So just got a new house. It's about a year and a half old now. So just spending time at home and
just living the dream then.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. As you do. That's excellent. That's excellent. Right then, for our next song, what are you going to sing for us now?
Well, I was practicing this morning, and I'm going to sing a song called These Days. It's not one I've sung very often, but every time I play it, I really like it. And I'm toying, because I need a sixth song for my EP, kind of just with the way it's flowing at the moment. I'm toying with putting this in, but not decided yet.
Okay, These Days, take it away, Mr. Ashley Evans.
Down to what remains, all the days of lying in the sun. Take me down to the one got away. Wish I'd found the words to say. Shine in our eyes as we fight back all those tears. We will look back on these days, look back with a sense of hope inside our hearts, that the best is yet to come, my dear. Take me down to your arms, hold me close, promise me we'll grow when the end becomes a mast. Life moves too fast. Shine in our eyes as we fight back all those tears. We will look back on these days, look back with a sense of hope inside our hearts, as the best is yet to come. We will look back on these days, look back with a certain hazy shine. Inside our hearts, but the best is yet to come, my dear.
Superb, matey, superb.
Thank you.
So, I mean, I obviously know you outside of music and football and things like that. So, can you tell us what made you actually get into music in the first place?
Just listening to all my dad's records when I was little. I think all the Beatles, Kinks, and then I was really lucky to, just about old enough, for Britpop. So Oasis, Stereophonics, Blur, Cast, Pulp, all those bands.
I could just remember those.
And,
You're showing your age now.
yeah, and it just inspired me to pick a guitar up, and then I just learned a chord. I think it was a G, and there was one song, I can't remember who it's by, but one song it was just a G all the way through, and the excitement of being able to play a whole song.
You started with G, I started with a C sharp. Potato, patata. That's how we roll. So when you started up and you learned to play for the first time, how old were you, and what made you decide to write your own songs?
I was too late to be any good at the guitar. I mean, if you want to be good at something, you want to pick it up early. I was 17 when I first started learning guitar.
Age is but a number.
I describe myself as an amazingly average guitar player, but as a vehicle for writing songs, it's perfect. So I probably wrote my first song about 6 months, maybe a year after starting to play. And it kind of just snowballed, really. And you go through phases, When I first started, I wrote loads of songs, and you don't write any for a while, and you think, oh, I'm ever going to write a song again, and then suddenly you'll write 2 or 3. I picked the guitar up a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of songs came out, and lots of other ideas, and that might be it for the rest of the year. You just don't know, just when the inspiration takes you, really.
So yeah, that's what it's about. Being an original songwriter is largely down to inspiration, moments in your personal lives, what's going on around you, and you feel that you can just sit down and write a song. Is that the case with you, or are you quite lucky and can just sit down and just write when you want to?
Sometimes I will think, I want to write a song about this topic, and I'll write it. Sometimes I'll just have some interesting chords and I'll just sing, and it'll be a line, and I like that line, and then you use that one lyrical line to then form up a song, really, and something. I think some people write songs that aren't about anything, but most of my songs are about something.
You can tell. I mean, I've got the advantage. I know you, so you can tell there's a lot of personal stuff there, which is superb, because it comes across as very much more authentic, and it comes across very well.
It's just nice to write how you're feeling down sometimes with a guitar, and if people dig it, great. If they relate to it, it's even better, really.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So after that original, we're going to come back now with a cover of your choice. What will it be?
It's going to be a song by Tom Petty called Free Falling.
Excellent. One of my personal favourites, and very poignant at the moment, mate.
It is.
Take it away.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses and a boyfriend too. It's a long day, living in the cedar. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. There's a bad boy for breaking her heart, and I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Vampires walking through the valley with west down Ventura Boulevard. Oh, the bad boy eyes are standing in the shadows, and the good girls are home with broken hearts. Now I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Wanna ride her, a name in the sky. Gonna free fall out into nothing. Gonna leave this world for a while. 'Cause I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling.
Superb, mate. Absolutely superb. Superb. Love that song. That's one of my favourites as well.
It's a great song, isn't it?
It is a superb song, and I've heard you sing it several times. It's superb. One of my personal favourites. And I didn't choose that. I just want to note it.
Absolutely my chance.
Yeah, it was indeed. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Where can we find some of your original stuff about you now? This is about the Ashley Evans show.
I've got a SoundCloud page, which is Ashley-Evans-music. Nice and easy to remember.
Excellent.
Hyphens.
Yeah.
But hopefully, if you search for Ashley Evans Music, you'll find it. There's a couple of demos there, a couple of acoustic tracks as well. And I'm on Facebook, Ashley Evans Music 1. And if you like the page, I send out a couple of free acoustic tracks just to say thanks as well.
There you go. You've heard it here first. You've heard it here first.
And I actually got a song on Spotify, I've just remembered. I was asked to do a compilation album of a load of artists in America, which was really cool. So I've got a song called This Town on Spotify, which is going to be, I've re-recorded it, it's going to be on my EP as well. It's the title of my EP as well.
Superb, superb. I have seen the front cover already, so it's very, very good because we live in the Royal Borough. So we appreciate that quite greatly. No clues there given as what the cover might be. You obviously like Tom Petty.
Yeah.
That you've just sung. What's your favourite song of all time? Can we?
Yes, that's easy. It's "Live Forever" by Oasis.
Oh wow! Because I mean, we've actually given out other artists who've performed in the Cellar, and they've asked for 3, and that was straight down the middle. It's like one straight.
It's the one that I've always come back to. It's just awesome. It makes you feel great. An amazing guitar solo.
You can hear that. You can hear a lot in your stuff that Oasis is a big part of Ashley Evans.
Yeah, whether people love or hate them, but I just think a song's got to have a good melody and a strong melody. That's what their songs are good at. You just break it down to an acoustic guitar, or you can build it all the way up. You can have a 50-piece orchestra behind them, but at the core is a good melody. And that's interesting. You know, listen to the Live Lounge on Radio 1. It's like you'll hear some songs that are great broken down, and others that don't quite work because they rely on all the production in the studio to make them sound good.
So when you refer to the Radio 1 Live Lounge, you mean the number 2 behind the Vale or Cellar sessions in Tunbridge Wells?
Top 10 maybe.
Top 10. Yeah, they're not doing so bad. Well, when you're writing your own stuff, what do you find that the hardest thing that to do? What breaking it down for you as an artist?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Maybe it depends. I mean, there's a few tracks where lyrically it's quite difficult. Again, another song I may or may not put on the EP. I've had the chords, I've had the song structure and one verse for like 10 years, and I've finally written a few more words for it. They just seem to work, because that's the thing, you can write words all the time, but they don't fit in with what you've already written. Sometimes it's, you've got some really good, say you've got 4 really good chords, and then you don't really know how to take that to a bridge and a chorus, or just to a chorus. It just doesn't, it seems forced. And then, I know, you leave it 6 months, you come back and out of nowhere you get the chords. And they might be the most obvious chords, but I think when you're writing songs, you've got to feel, when you're playing, there's no restrictions. You don't get halfway through singing again and we're playing again, oh God, nah, well that doesn't work. You just got to play it, it's got to flow. Like that Tom Petty song I just sung, it's just the same couple of chords all the way through the song, but he's found this amazing melody. And that's one of the things he's good at with lyrics, is painting a picture. He's a good storyteller. A lot of people could relate to the stuff he was talking about as well.
Yeah, quite, totally. Right, you're going to give us one more cover now. What's that going to be?
It's going to be Space Oddity by the lovely David Bowie.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Another favourite?
Yes.
And I did see this live in the Bedford, Tunbridge Wells, just after the passing of the late David Bowie, and it was superb.
Hopefully I can do it.
Yeah,
some justice.
You can. It was superb. Let's go.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition, and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made it great. Have the papers want to know which shirts you wear. Now is the time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. Stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the clouds look very different. I am floating in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Although I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. tin can. Far above the world. Running out feels blue, and there's nothing I can do.
Superb.
Thank you.
Absolutely superb, mate. That's one of my favourites again, and we didn't even rehearse that. He just knows.
Just got good taste in music.
Well, some may very doubt my musical taste sometimes, but on these two occasions, I think I've pulled up trumps. So that is a classic. We both like David Bowie. So with that in mind, apart from when you played that in the Bedford Tunbridge Wells, our hosts for the day in the Vale, what has been your best gig to date, do you think, for Ashley Evans' music?
That's really difficult. There's been a couple in the Bedford upstairs.
Of course,
towards the end of the night, where I've had about 75 people just, you know, half singing, half shouting, half screaming lyrics back to me, which was awesome. There was a gig at Local Live I did a few years ago, you know, up on the acoustic stage, where, you know, everyone seemed to really like the music. Loads of people came up to me afterwards, asked for CDs and stuff. So there's been a few. The best ones are always the ones we get a bit of banter from the audience, really. You know, when you're playing to a really silent crowd, it's like, oh, either they're not interested or they're just
sometimes very
something's wrong. But yeah, if somebody's giving you a bit of banter back, yeah, it's quite good.
You can work with the crowd, absolutely, absolutely. They are known for it upstairs in the Bedford.
Yes,
they are. So, where can we next see you live?
This is not planned whatsoever, people out in YouTube land, but here at the Bedford.
Superb.
Yeah, on Saturday the 21st, I believe.
So this coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday, yeah.
For Mr. James Vince.
James Vince, yes. Should kind of raise some money for people in Texas with Hurricane Harvey. So yeah, doing a songwriter circle, which is where, you know, 3 of you or 4 of you sit in a row. Person on the left starts, sings a song, the next person, then it goes back around again. So that's happening all afternoon, I think from about 2 to 10, 11 o'clock at night. So
superb. Do you know what time you're on at all?
7ish.
7ish? Okay.
7 o'clock, I think it is.
We can work with that. Work with that. That's excellent. Now we're coming to the end of the Cellar sessions. Now you've got one more original song for us. What's it going to be?
It's called You and Me. And it's again going to be one off the EP.
Written about myself and yourself?
Obviously, Jamie. Obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously. It's about you, Jamie.
Oh, mate, thank you.
So yeah, here we go. These are the days of our lives. No problems, no one telling us wrong or right. Don't you want me to stay a little while longer? We talk until the dark turns into light. But all this time is only a moment away. All this time is only a moment. So what have you done? So what have you done? Taking time and dandelions. Long summer spent with our heads turned up to the sky. We was told we needed to know where to be in 30 years' time. But right now what have you done? So what have you done? Woo! All this time is only a moment away, and all this time is only a moment. So what have you done? So what have you done? So what have you done? So what have you done?
Superb, mate, superb.
Thank you.
What a great track to finish with. What made you decide to write that one?
That's kind of about me and Emma, really. Me and my wife, and just enjoying, the moment you got. As going back earlier about how to write songs, you always, the songwriter, you always got your mind open and your ears open. And there's a line in there. It says we was told we needed to know where we'd be in 30 years' time. That's something my mum said, because she comes from an age where you got a job, and that was it. You don't change jobs, you don't change what you do, careers and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, all these little bits and bobs in there. But yeah, it's just about my wife, just sticking together. And no matter how rubbish things get or how good things get, just remember that the time you're in at that precise moment.
Excellent. What a lovely way to end the Cellar sessions today. I hope you've enjoyed it.
It's been great. Thanks very much for having me.
It's a pleasure, and we shall definitely have you back. And don't forget, you can all see Ash this coming Saturday at the Bedford for the Texas Charity Day. So make sure you come down and support him there. And you've got all the links for Ash's work. We'll just go over it one more time so you can look him up on the web.
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook, Ashley Evans Music 1. Get some free tracks if you like the page. Ashley-Evans-Music for SoundCloud, and I'm on Spotify as well.
That's excellent. Thank you very much, and we look forward to hearing and seeing from you soon. Mr. Ashley Evans, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Dave, hit the music.